The mics are blood clot open. Check, check, check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late. Soldier boy, tell him. Are we nice?
No.
Are we recording? I don't like the way you guys start recording when we're discussing people.
I love
Valerie.
it. And let's do more of that.
Oh, my uncle is back and he lives down the road.
Up the road and down the road.
Nobody cares, do they?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Right.
we don't.
He's a big fan.
By the way, how can we be recording? We haven't even decided what we're going to talk.
It's fine, bro. It's the process.
Okay, this is the mics
it's
are open.
on.
My name is G Money.
And the young.
Ashley.
Wow. Yeah, big C.
I have no idea what we're talking about today. It's one of those ones.
No,
Okay,
this is where we can start. Do you guys feel some type of way if someone close to you forgets to wish you a happy birthday?
Oh, who did you forget to wish happy birthday?
Let's first answer
No,
the question.
no. You know
Ashley.
what? If it's my brother, I feel some type of way because I see him wishing niggas. Like, bro, last week, right? Like last week, there's a painter who painted his house, who did some excellent kind of like work in the house, right? He gave him 5 stories.
Aww.
Like, you know, you're the number one guy for this. You're the number one guy for that. You know, when I'm in Amsterdam, I wish I was there to celebrate your birthday with you. You're my homie for life. 5 whole stories. He gave me 1.
So you have got a feeling.
He gave me 1. Like, I'm like, yo, dog.
I deserve more than this.
My man.
Listen, if you were to do an Insta story about a painter in Kenya, you wouldn't even have no pictures. Because they never show up.
Wow.
You know, fundis in Kenya will show you dust. Kesho, I'll be there.
Oh, man.
Fundis are different.
But would you feel some type of way if like a close friend doesn't wish you
Even family.
family?
Family. I have the most, what do you call it?
Nonchalant.
A nonchalant family. It's vibes.
Okay. Ash would cause a fit, I'm sure.
I wouldn't cause a
she'd
fit,
cause a scene.
but I think I just have a really big attitude towards you. I'd be like, oh, so you enjoyed my birthday, didn't you? I can just be a
Petty.
whole bitch about it.
Like, I'm glad that we're saying that. I have one of the most, like, I see people get congratulated by their families, word clapping, what?
I think
So it's your turn.
Like my family, you could drop like, hey, cool, I've graduated 4.0
GPA.
GPA.
it's a
They'll
bit
be like,
your
Cool
family.
stuff.
Your family is like how the football world look at Man City winning the Premier League.
more or less.
Like it's like cool, right? Cool. You guys have won. Safe.
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Exactly.
Let's move somewhere
More or
else.
less.
I think it's a great question, Andy. Before we refer it back to you, because really and truly,
Hey, pause.
before we allow you to answer that for us, is that I think sometimes there's a tendency to think that as men we don't want to be celebrated, or it's not like for me, my birthday. I've always said my birthday's not a big deal. I want to try. I don't want to be around. Don't make a fuss. But deep at the core, there are a few people I want to notice that it's my birthday and say happy birthday.
Including the station.
Fuck the station. Do you know when they celebrate my birthday? The day after.
I don't want to celebrate Kelly's birthday, not celebrate me.
Imagine.
You didn't get a
Share
brief.
the same birthday.
So you know, me and Kelly have the same birthday.
Yeah.
These guys put up a happy birthday to Kelly. They put up a happy birthday to me the day after my birthday.
Wow.
But
She definitely cares about being told
so
happy
will
birthday.
you care if
Please.
someone wishes you happy birthday the day after your birthday?
Of course.
You guys always wish me happy birthday the day after my birthday.
Wait.
If your birthday's on a weekend.
No, you guys always wish
There's
me
All of
happy
us.
There's a window.
Most of you.
No, but if your birthday is on a Sunday, I wouldn't wish you a happy birthday.
Why?
Monday.
Yo, it's a Sabbath. We're not doing no work. Posting
Right.
is work.
But you know, I
This
think you have a
nigga.
12-hour window. Like if you wake up in the morning and you miss someone's birthday. But bro,
Maybe 36 hours.
Bro, come on. I do the morning show. I do the morning fucking show.
You should be the first
You
person.
forgot my birthday.
But honestly,
You know,
like what? No.
Yaya Toure left Man City because of this shit. Yeah, like
It's
when
the
they didn't
small
give him
things.
a birthday cake. Fam, so I'm there and I'm like, homeboys does not wish me happy birthday. So I do my show. In the middle of the day, I see Kelly happy birthday.
Why are you hating on Kelly, bro?
I'm not hating on Kelly. I'm
You're hating
saying
on the station.
I'm hating on you motherfuckers.
But here's the thing:
Oh gosh.
Kelly has more birthdays to celebrate. Like she's not celebrating as many birthdays.
So, am I
Oh
dead?
my
No, you're not.
I'm not dead.
But let her have a good time.
No, it's nothing to do
If
with
anything,
No, I'm
he
just
should
playing
be the
devil's
first.
advocate.
It's not to do with
This
no,
nigga.
I don't right. Let's put it honestly. Like it's not that much of a big deal, but damn.
Hey,
But
no,
you
me,
see-
it's a
but you
big
see-
deal to
okay,
you,
let me
bro.
put it- let
you
me
went
put
on
it-
a whole
let me-
rant for a whole link,
Let me
bro.
put it like this. You know, Kelly's closer to 10 years old than you are.
And
Like people who are in that age group love to
what is
celebrate
what's the
birthdays.
subs, bro? Like,
no,
what
it's
is
not
the-
subs.
It doesn't make no
It's
sense.
no
Big
fucking
Ten.
bro. It's like bro. Like the other day, I was talking about my birthday, my daughter's birthday, right? Like it's such a big deal, bro. I was late for my daughter's birthday. Why?
Damn.
There was traffic outside VM. Everyone was headed towards VM. So. The mom is like, yeah, you were late. What? I'm like, bro, there was
Yeah,
traffic.
Calvin
What
is
you want me
always
to-
late. Don't you get it?
Don't you get
no,
it?
no. Like, bro, my daughter called me like 5 times.
Because why you
I'm
late
like,
for her birthday,
bro, I'm like, bro, there's traffic. Like, have you been to Village Market on
also
a Sunday?
considering it should be the first, one of the first few
what
people
premise
there.
are you setting for the men in her life, bro?
Wow. Yeah,
There's
that
a
was
joke
you.
in there
Wait,
no,
wait.
there wasn't.
Wait.
to arrive late.
What about you? Do you feel any type of way for your birthday?
I couldn't care, bro. I honestly couldn't care about someone wishing me a happy birthday even 2 weeks or even 1 month
Right.
after my birthday. But, yo, last week I was a terrible son, bro.
Well, you forgot your parents' birthday.
So my mom even shares a birthday with Biggie, you know.
Oh,
and maybe even
yeah.
out there on air, yo, since we're celebrating Biggie's birthday.
And we always
might
do
I-
that.
And then
Wow, that's
2
deep.
days later is when it hits me, I didn't wish my mama happy birthday. And I texted her ASAP. I'm like, yo, mom, I'm sorry. I even called her. I'm like, yo, I have no excuse. I've been a terrible. She's like, no, it's okay. Like, it's
I know
no
you're
big
busy.
deal. My mom is as good as me. And she was doing what I would do if I was in this situation with someone else. Because it's not a big deal to me, and it's not a big deal to her because she just chilled with dad. You know, they did their own thing, and they understand. You know, when you and your kids are at certain places in life, there are some things that do not come at you as fast.
Right.
Like, I wanted to blame it on it being a guy thing because, you know, dads forget these things. You know,
Right.
dads even forget their own birthdays.
Dads
like,
forget to come
damn,
home.
I didn't even.
Oh wow.
You know what's interesting about that whole birthday thing? So let me let you into my family. So on my family WhatsApp group, I think we're maybe about 5 or 6 or something. So they have a rule. You're supposed to send each other 5 sock. 500 Kenya
Merry-go-round.
shillings. 500 bob.
For birthdays.
Bro, that's 2-5. Fam, there's a time I was like, guys, come on, you guys, bro. It's 5 birthdays
Step
in a
up.
year. Step up. Let's do 5 grand.
Yeah.
So I get 25 grand.
Yeah.
Your crickets.
I'm still waiting
5
for
grand
my.
is too
No
much,
one said-
bro.
No, I'm still waiting for my 5,000 from 2 years ago, Calvin.
No, I thought we were talking
She
about
came
your
to
weave is
collect.
coming. You said weave this year.
No.
This year podcast, we
Offer
said
in
it.
I said 2 years ago. I'm waiting. When
Pass
Pesa,
Calvin the
ring
offering
ring.
basket, please.
But think about it.
Where can you
Like,
sadaka up on
5
that,
sock ban. I told them, yo, 5 grand ban. That would be that would be dope.
No, you
But
just
who
went in
has-
there to flex, bro.
No,
Who has 5 grand
no,
to give
it's
someone
like-
on their
Exactly.
birthday every
It's
year?
not that.
You're setting up your family,
Fam,
bro.
it's not that. This guy is honestly, they tithe more. Can we tithe towards each other? Your birthday is once a year. Only 5 guys. My family doesn't have 20 guys.
Now you go try compare yourself to God in front of your family after you did theology.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you go.
different.
Exactly, I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, to make a broader conversation out of that one conversation, the last time you traveled to visit your bro, right?
Yes.
Is it something you had planned, or did you, or rather, let me even take it way back when you started visiting your bro? I think there's a time you said that you had to be intentional with going to visit your bro and his family, however much he's living on the other side of the world, and you didn't want to have any excuses. And you mentioned that there's one time I think he reached out to you and
Yeah.
he issued you a threat or something.
It wasn't a threat.
Like a soft threat, that brotherly threat, like, hey, yo, you better be here, man. Say, this
No,
kids
he
need
said
you or something.
if we're talking about the same thing, he said that Ella needs an uncle, not a Instagram uncle.
Yeah.
Present.
Yeah, needs
Present
a
uncle.
Yeah,
Calvin,
I'm the
no,
only
don't
uncle.
do
You know,
that. Don't do
uncles.
I love it.
Don't listen because Ella's mom.
Yeah.
Ella's mom is the only child, so there's no uncles on that side. So I'm the only uncle that she has. So, you know, he was just like, you know, you need to, because if
be
anything
whatever.
happens to me, then, you know what I mean? So,
Because I was thinking, and it's a working theory, right? I think I now understand why even it's evident in every conversation we have when it comes to families, dad side of the family, mom side of the family, why the dad side of the family is not really that tight with the kids and everything is because during those formative stages, we're out here hustling, bro.
Right.
We are like, look at you, bro. On this other side of the universe in Africa, your brother is way over there. You are here busy grinding. You're doing breakfast every day. You're doing gigs left, right, and center, manze. But then, as you're building your own life, your bro has gotten ahead of you, or his path of life, he's chosen family right now, right? Or for a while,
Yeah.
but that's where he is at right now. So now, as that is happening, there's a relationship you had with your bro, and you guys had your own understanding, but now there's kids in the picture. As much as you hustling over here trying to create your own life, him doing the very same thing on the other side, you had to have that conscious decision to be going to visit that guy as often as you can, see
Right.
those kids as often as you can, because if you're not careful, you lose track of that in the name of
100%.
I'm out here grinding.
100%.
You don't
And I
have
found
time.
myself in the same predicament. My sis, after she got the second, even before she got the second kid, when she was almost due, she was like, hey, yo, I know I stay this side of Kite, you stay on the other side, but these kids, they need to be
They need
you.
you,
You can't
right,
be a
right.
stranger to these kids. And I was like, damn.
That's interesting. How many times have you seen the
Now
first
you
one?
see, that's the thing, because we meet when we are both maybe not in our places, maybe at our parents' place,
Right, right.
or a wedding or a family meeting. That's why I get to see my niece. That's why I get to
Right.
see my sister and my bro-in-law. But after that, when they go back to Kitengela, me I go back to,
Yeah.
Naivasha Road,
It
and
takes a
life is
minute.
back to
So,
lifing.
so how do you feel? I mean, is it something that you feel like you need to and it's a really good conversation because
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are people who are watching or listening right now who say, "Damn, I'm not seeing my nieces and my nephews."
I dipped it, bro. I saw if I continue like this, and in my mind, I'm like, I have to set maybe even 1 week. I take leave from work, I go visit
Right.
my sis in Kitengela and bro-in-law, and I do that on a regular as
Right.
much as I can, because I work 6 days a week, and Kitengela is quite okay with the
It's a distance.
It's
thing.
expressway.
and everything.
But you know what's
But
actually-
if I continue like that, I
There'll be
see
strangers,
a scenario
yeah.
where I'm a stranger to my niece, I'm a stranger to my nephew.
I see it all the damn time with people and their parents.
Right,
Guys go to shags
once a year.
Easter, December.
Right.
Like, say, for instance, I see guys who say your parents are in Nakuru or Nanyuki or Mombasa or, bro, it's not the 80s. There's enough ways to get around the
Right.
country. But I see guys who go to, what do you call it? Shags in December. But yet every other weekend, where are they?
Yeah.
Vasha.
Vasha,
Yeah,
Vasha.
nature.
What?
So
Dubai.
I'm glad we're having this conversation because I always tell people that if I was from here and I had a village somewhere, I would be there like at least once or twice a month. And people say you're only saying that because you don't. But I remember like the best times I had in Jamaica was when we used to go like to the village. Was like and even if I didn't go to shags like shags, I'd go to my friends in the countryside because I've spent my entire life in a town.
Yeah.
My entire life. So when I'm out there and it's like you hear the crickets and it's just green around you, to me it's absolutely like I think it's beautiful.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like I think I was telling Austin. So this week my mom's at my house, right? So yesterday was weird. Tuesday morning, right? So wake up, shower, what? It's like 5:30. So she can't hear no movement. She knocks on my door. She's like, "You've not woken up?" I'm like, I was in the bathroom doing something. Okay, cool. I'm about to leave. She's like, no. I have to hug you. I need to give you a blessing. Every day. Today, the same thing. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah,
I can
but-
see how relationships get estranged in the house when something can be done about it. Like looking back, and I take nothing away from my parents, and we have these open conversations on a regular. Like, oh, we wish we could have done this more, or we are glad we did this. We are glad we didn't do this. Like it's parenting. There's no manual. You'll just take whatever you did, right? And you start to realize that. For example, looking back, I have more fond memories of me and my mom, right? Not taking anything away from my dad, because it's because of the work he had to put in that we lived the life that we lived,
Right.
right? So he was away for most part of my childhood. He's up early, going to work, he's back really late. Maybe you'll only see him for like 30 minutes before you guys go to bed. And we didn't have that kind of relationship with my dad. So looking back, I have a more fond memory with my mom, her friends, you see, her sisters, they used to come visit. My dad is still, at work, but he's the one who's providing everything. So that's how we got closer to my mom's side of the family, because her family used to come visit, and when they visit, I am there. We are present. She is present. You know who's not present? The dad. Why?
Right.
He's out there grinding 5 to 9 or whatever time to whatever time. So I think most guys, we don't come to that awareness. And I'm not in any place to say this as
judge,
an authority.
Yeah.
It's just an observation and a working theory. But I think this is where the setup starts. And when you realize that, this is what's happening, it's too late.
It's too late.
You're estranged with your kids, with your family.
Yeah, and the thing about, you got to think about it. It's like how we always have the same conversation about, have you ever hugged your dad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And then people look at you like, what the hell are you talking about? Have you ever hugged your dad? But think about it. Your nieces and your nephews, you've hugged the hell out of them, and vice versa. So it's like you're giving them the experience of love, of love. The same thing that you think would be strange if it came from your own dad. You know what I'm trying to say? Which makes no sense if you really think about it.
Yeah.
I just think that like it's one of those ones, it's something that we really have to unlearn. And I think sometimes it's harder for the generation that have gone, because they are only able to parent based upon their own experience of parenting. Sure. But I really think it's super important. Like when you hear, like, for example, Calvin talking about his kid, or going on a lunch with his kid or something, whatever, or whoever it is, and it's like one of those ones. It's like we have to intentionally that different, so to speak. You know what I mean?
But you know what's interesting? The guys who are watching this right now, in the comment, right? Would your dad stay over at your house for a whole weekend?
My dad would.
Because funny that we're actually speaking about this. I was talking.
I almost missed that.
Do you know what?
I almost missed that.
Do you know? Okay, now that we're talking about that, I gave another podcast.
You can't ask G that question, bro.
No. Now that
You
we
can't
know,
ask that question.
no,
You can't ask that question.
no. So I gave another podcast a super exclusive yesterday. Shout out to it's called the Boardroom Banter. A really good podcast. A group of friends who talk about matters of business and other stuff. So we had a conversation yesterday, and I said to them, you know what? If there's one thing I really wish I had in life, was a relationship with my father. And they were just quiet. They were just quiet. They were like, wow. And it was on the back of one of them had said that his father had given him some advice not to pursue perfection, but to pursue excellence.
Wow.
Yeah?
Damn.
And like he said it, and I was like, wow. And he explains it. So listen to that podcast, and he explains what his dad meant by that. And it really made me think to myself, like, wow, that is some serious advice. But it came from the position of his dad speaking to his child. And that's a valuable contribution from anybody, I think. Because it got me thinking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think that, like I said just a few minutes ago, we have to intentionally be the difference.
True. And at the same time, using myself as an example, I can say that even with a present dad, it's a hit or miss at the same time. Because my dad's method of parenting didn't involve something like my dad has never told me something as profound as that, follow this, don't follow this. No. My dad has always been the guy of, like, who are you? Like, create yourself. My dad didn't sit me down and make me watch football. I didn't have that relationship with my dad. I didn't fall in love with football because my dad loved us and also passed it. No, I didn't have that. My dad just let me be, make your own decisions. So it's only when it came to those crucial decisions of maybe school or travel or money, something like that. That's when he'd come in and go like, okay, so this is what I think. And by that time, when you're approaching your dad with a conversation, bro, it's like you have a whole presentation set. You know your ins and your outs because you're presenting a final product to him. So I guess it's different people used different methods. And
I mean, there's no perfect manual to
Exactly,
be honest, right?
yeah.
I mean, we're all different. People are different in their own way. Did I tell you guys about I told my daughter life is hard, and she started crying?
You didn't mention it on the pod. You
I didn't
mentioned it
mention
to
it.
us.
Oh,
yeah,
on
we were-
the
we were-
chitty
oh,
chatty,
yeah.
So
yeah.
my daughter's report card, I look at it, I'm like, God damn, you flopped in math, right? 17 out of 30. She used to be excellent at math. So the mom's like, oh, we
That's
need
a
to get her a
flop.
tutor. Yeah, her Swahili is worse. I mean, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But here's the thing. So anyway, looking at all of that, so I tell her, so I'm on the phone with her. I'm like, oh, by the way, I looked at your report card. Because why she's calling me is, yo, there's a trip that's happening this weekend. Cool, I want to go. Could you send me, boom, X amount. So this babe has decided it's not even X amount. She's multiplied it by 2 because the mama's already told me.
So
At least she's good at math.
She's good at math.
Yeah, clearly. But I'm
Yo,
like,
respect the hustle,
so
bro.
anyway, I tell her, so
She
cool.
knows how to
didn't
count
fall
her
far from the
money.
So
tree.
so yo, the courage in her voice, like, oh yeah. So I mentioned, oh, by the way, I saw your report card. What go on with math? What's going on? What?
Kifua ikashuka.
Oh, chest. Yo, it's now leg day. We go crumbling. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, she's like, but you know, it's now a new class. It's gotten hard. So me, I respond to her, life is hard. It's not going to get any easier. Right?
Damn.
Yo, she's over there, sobbing. She gives her phone to the mom. No, she goes to the mom and tells the mom, oh, dad has said he's not going to pay for me the trip because of my performance and everything. So the mom now starts giving it to me. Like, oh, how can you tell her life is hard? I'm like, listen, I don't understand what this kind of soft shit you guys are doing. Fucking life is hard. But she needs to understand that, you can't get everything and you're flopping. You get? So I was like,
I'm not with that,
I told her, by the way, for the longest I've been the good cop. You've been bad cop, but at times it's good to flip it and be like, oh, go on.
Yeah.
So
And then you
even
share it in
No, I
Mother's
think
talking about that.
There is some correlation there.
Yeah, I even denied her phone. Like she left her
Well, that's
phone.
a bit far.
No,
No,
she left her phone in my car, right? Now this
You
is the
told
story.
us,
So
yeah.
anyway, so we go for shopping, right? Books, what. This woman doesn't even look at what books we've bought. I drop her by her aunties there at her restaurant. Zooms out of the car. I'm like, hey, madam, come. Please get your books. Put them in your auntie's car. Please, yeah, she does that.
That's
no
how you do
thank
the
you,
leg with chivalry.
no nothing. You get no thank you, no nothing. She's expensive, by the way.
Okay,
All
we're
right.
gone.
But anyway, so she leaves her phone in the car. Boom, she's excited. Her auntie, her cousins, what. Boom, drive around the road, what. She calls me, hey, I left my phone in the car. Could you bring it back? I was like, me?
Yeah.
You must ask your mom who I am. I'm not coming back. So
Why
it's
Because
week
she
number
didn't
Why
say
not?
thank you.
Yeah, week number 2. She's not had her phone.
She still doesn't have it.
Okay.
Does she know
No,
why?
what's
What's
Does she know
what's
why?
your rationale for
My
that?
rationale
Yes.
is this, right? Where there's there's the grades at school. There's all of this phone. What? Who are you talking to? Who are you texting?
The hose,
It's not
bro.
your business.
The hose.
Yo,
Okay.
She
you
needs
get
to talk to the
like
hose.
I need her to understand
City
that
girl summer.
Bana.
Summertime.
Now city girls are down.
summertime is upon us. You get like I'm just in a way
No, I get
instilling.
it. I hear what you're saying, but the question I would say is, have you communicated that?
Oh, she's not talking to me.
So
Have you
haven't
communicated
Yeah, I
that?
did. I
Right.
communicated.
Does she didn't because she didn't say
see,
thank
let me tell
you.
half the things you gotta
I bet she does
go
it.
back to your own childhood, right? I know for me growing up, there were days that I can now understand as an adult that the issue was not me and my siblings.
It was-
my parents were just going through something.
Yeah.
But if you've ever been in a situation as a child where you just don't know why your parents are mad, it's hella
It's hella-
confusing.
yeah.
It's confusing because there were days we'd come home and my grandmother would be so mad and we're like, shit, have we done our chores? Chores have been done.
Everything's all right.
Like, everything's all right. Like what? But then as an adult, I realized there were probably days when she was under so much pressure,
Yeah.
that it was nothing to do with us. But in our childlike minds, we automatically assume that we've done something
Wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very important to communicate that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So for me, what I'm trying to do is this, right? So for a while, I've been the good cop for the longest. You know, boom, what time are we going to bed? Whatever. You want snacks? Oh, what? I want Red Bull for breakfast. I'm like, nah, you can't do that. It has happened. She's like, yo, I'm
Damn,
going for
what you
coding
tryna
class.
do, shorty?
Can I have Red Bull right now? I'm like,
She
bro,
shouldn't be having Red
Wings
Bull
to
full
fly.
stop.
yeah,
Full
you
stop,
get.
exactly.
Yo, but so I'm just trying to have her know that, okay, you're getting older as well. There's a lot of stuff that, snacks, what, we've done, what. But right now, also, as you now get into more formative years, we also need to start instilling a bit of this and that. Bro, she told me the other day, by the way, guys, I don't know how I told you guys this, right? So we're driving together. She sees I'm listening to 21 Savage. Like how it shows you recently listened to. This girl tells me, do you know that 21 Savage song?
21.
Could you
Can
do
you
some?
some?
So she tells me, could you play that song? I'm looking at her like,
Rich flex.
I'm confused.
Why?
Because 21 says pussy. Every other 2 words.
But that's not the hook that's gotten people.
Yeah, but
bro.
21 says a lot of that. So now in my
Yeah.
head, I'm thinking, yo, I jumped to this, right?
Yeah.
But am I going to be the person who's
Oh,
letting
now it's
her
gonna be awkward
listen
in
to
the
Listen to it
this?
in your car.
So anyway, I
The
hit play.
clean version.
You did it.
I hit play.
Okay.
Then
Radio
I was like,
edit.
nah. I hit some on my piano.
Oh man, yeah.
That's even worse. You don't even know what they're saying. Yeah, but
Yeah, but
He wanted to trap, bro.
yo, all I'm saying is this: your parenting in this day and age is so fucking.
it's
But
Crazy.
it's
Different.
like for the music, it's not going to stop her listening to
Yeah.
it. So you'd rather just I think introduce a playlist to I don't know the radio
Damn.
edits or whatever,
Would
the clean
you?
versions.
But you see, that's me and her, right? These kids have laptops, they have phones, they have this and that. Like
Yeah.
for the first time, I remember when G and I were talking last week, we were joking about when phone companies used to send us phones.
Yeah.
Right?
Back in
Nokia,
the
what. And I remember back in the day, they'd say, yo, it's child, what. Now I'm like, bro, that shit
Right.
at that point was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Right. But
kids
now
are
I'm
too
like,
smart.
yo,
Let
this
me-
child thing.
Also, it's the same way. You remember when we were in the car jamming to R&B music, and I kept telling G, these are the songs I used to listen to, and I sing so much to them. And my mom is like, "Don't sing that song; it's nasty,"
Yeah.
like back in the day R&B songs. And I never understood what the hell I was singing until I got older, and I was just like, "Oh, we were talking about fucking, huh?" So
Little horny kids.
Guys,
Stop it.
let me flip it round. Let me flip it up. I'm ready for a life of crime, guys.
okay.
What are we talking?
Like, I'm sorry, like
Wow,
let's
that was
let's
not a
switch.
gear change.
That was a gear change. Like, I'm ready for a life of crime. I thought about it. I've been thinking about it. It's like,
Or taxes and
is
shit?
it taxes? No, we pay our taxes.
You don't want to play around with
We
that.
pay our, don't play with taxes right now. But yeah, let me explain. Fam, we've lived almost, you guys have lived all your lives in Kenya. I've lived a lot of my life in Kenya. It's like, it's possible to like make it legally. I'm just tired. Like,
It's too much work.
listen. So you've seen this latest gold scandal. So there's a gold scandal.
Or the one in Moyale or something?
No, there's a gold scandal. So in this gold scandal, right?
Oh.
The chief registrar of
Yes,
the
yes,
judiciary
yes, yeah.
has distanced herself from 130 million fake gold scandal, saying she was not aware of the alleged fraudulent transaction between her son's firm and the Dubai-based business company. I'm just saying, and I'm saying this, yo, if Muzungus are so easy to fleece, yo, fam, I want in,
game.
bro. I'm tired.
Same though.
I'm tired.
Same.
Like, fam, this lady's like the chief.
She's the one who was out there giving the president
the thing to read.
Yeah, it's a serious position.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Why are we trying? Like, guys, if there's any gold scandal, I tell you, corruption is only bad when you're not involved. You see, if you're involved, the God man says,
gonna
God,
like let me tell you this whole and I mean we've spoken about this whole tax situation, but today I saw Cliff from Better tweet, and that now finally it was the
What did he say?
The straw that broke the camel's back. Fam said that if you have like an insurance claim,
right.
say for instance your car's been rammed and they like write it off and everything.
And they pay you $1 million.
And they pay you $1 million.
The government wants
Fucking VAT on
your
that shit.
compensation.
Fam!
Bro,
On insurance.
What is that?
bro,
What the fuck is that?
That's the equivalent. You know what the equivalent of is? Let me tell you what the equivalent of that is.
Jesus Christ.
That's the equivalent of having health insurance and getting sick.
Yeah.
And then the government, the company pays your bill and the government says you owe us 60%.
Fam! Think about that.
Out of thin air.
Bro, like you
Out of
know,
thin air,
accidents happen without, you know,
Yeah.
there's different kind
There
of
are
accidents.
accidents.
But let's say some stupid fucker rammed you.
Yeah.
Your car's written off.
Yeah.
So they come say 16% off of what? Like 2 million off of a car.
Right.
Fam.
Fam,
For why?
But this is what I'm saying to you. Like, and obviously, I don't really mean I'm gonna commit a crime. But I'm saying to you, like, if you look at the indicators
Yeah.
of getting ahead currently, there's like, I want you to point me to one positive example of someone who's gotten ahead. And I say getting ahead is not having 500K or $1 million. Getting ahead is getting ahead where you've gotten ahead,
Yeah,
and
you're
you're
nice.
nice and your kids are gonna be nice. Show me one person who's gotten ahead without a serious catalog of crime or criminal activity behind them.
Unless you
Apart from
startups.
no, not even startups.
Start
Wait.
off bros, bro.
Wait, let me say, we'll
They're
come back
onto
to startups.
something.
But think about it, right? Startups is the new quail eggs.
Yeah.
But like, what I'm saying is like,
Sweat down.
Apart from
Seed capital.
athletes,
Yeah.
like this guy Kipchoge,
Yeah.
you can't take nothing away from him.
Elliot.
True.
Yeah.
So apart from our athletes, maybe our sports stars, right?
Calligraph.
As an artist,
Yeah. These guys are making good now. They're getting endorsements. What? At least that discipline to some extent.
but
is
calligraph's
now.
yeah,
He's a
calligraph's
grinder.
Octo.
yeah.
You can see Octo with everything
In
they're
NGOs
doing
as well.
Yeah. Nyash.
Bro, let's be real. Nashinsky, Calligraph, all of them. Let's be very, very real.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't seeing that gold fraud money, that real
of course
money.
not,
That's what
of
I'm
course
talking
not.
about.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
talking wealth money.
I'm talking about that
Long
I
money.
did not know what my son was doing type money.
Yeah.
That's that. What do they call it? Every year they drop a wealth report of Kenyans who have 100 million
Yeah.
and above, and also 100K, which was quite interesting. Was it what 1.8 million Kenya shillings
Right.
in their accounts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
So
what I'm trying to say to you.
it's
So
deep.
what I'm trying to say to you is, where are the indicators of success by graph? I respect the artists and all of the influencers and guys who are doing their thing in the public eye, making music. But me, I'm talking real money, bro. Real fucking
And the
money.
system has already
that
been rigged,
you're a
so
CEO,
why work hard?
you know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Uku kwingine, bro, unless you're doing some serious tenders and you know how tenders go, it's tough.
It's tough.
really tough. It's very
So,
tough. What do they say? Behind every great...
Wealth, there's great crime. So then I'm saying, let's just like all just do it. Like
I'm down.
I want to be in.
Nah. I want to make an appeal.
I'm in.
One, the camel's back hasn't been broken yet.
Right.
Let's try OnlyFans just once. if OnlyFans does not work out, then kwa mafuta manzeliwe.
I'd rather steal than go on
man.
OnlyFans.
No, I feel like
I reckon we can pull it off
I'm
with
just
OnlyFans.
looking for an example. Like, I was thinking about this today. Here's another thing I'm talking about, right? Fam, look at this sugar scandal, right?
yo, they don't give two shits.
Let me tell you this sugar scandal, right? Where contaminated sugar
Hit the
that was
market.
supposed to be used for the manufacture of ethanol. Somebody in some ministry and some agency was like, nigga, I've
that.
never seen sugar go off. I've never seen, like, bro, what level of I don't give a fuck about these
It's
niggas?
the way it is, man.
Bro,
The money.
think about the Kemsa scandal. Like, it's like the donor is saying, fine, we want to fight malaria, which is still killing people, right? And we're gonna do these nets. Now they're saying to cut down the rigmarole, you guys go out there and source these things,
We'll fund it.
and we'll fund it because it cuts down the bureaucracy. Fam, to the point where man them is saying, I need to be in, and they mess up the procurement process because guys are trying to eat big. These guys don't care about us.
But you see, here's the
the
thing.
money.
I feel like we're behaving so like we're on such a high pedestal, right? The truth of the matter is, if you are appointed cabinet secretary, or you just go in CAS, or you go in as
We're gonna
PS,
steal?
fam. Here's
Listen.
the thing. It's not to this or that. Bro, you will get letters,
right.
you will get proposals,
Right.
you will be told this and that and what.
I am saying to you, I have never said that if I go into government, I won't steal.
But you'll
I
make
have
sure
never
we
said
eat.
that.
But you see,
But you see, the thing about it is, it's like steal, but provide a basic level of service.
exactly,
Yeah.
which I agree. But
get me?
but the rot, I don't think people understand the rot that is government. Right, you could probably go into a position as the chief accounting officer of any ministry is the public, the principal secretary.
Right.
If you start fucking around with your juniors and what,
Yeah.
they will find a way to shaft you.
Okay, I get that, but let me ask a question, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that I am the minister or the cabinet secretary of roads,
Mm-hmm.
and I give Austin the contract to build the roads around the studio. We're in
Yeah,
Upper Hill, right?
yeah.
And I say Austin is in charge of building the roads. Now, if Austin turns around and gives me a 15% kickback of the amount of the tender, right? Let's say the tender is 100 million. Austin turns around and gives me 15M, right? But uses the 85
To build.
to build the road, or uses 50 out of
60,
it
yeah,
to
yeah.
build the road and pockets the other 25.
Yeah.
See, the roads have been built.
Yes.
He's eaten.
Yeah.
I've eaten. See, what's wrong with that?
Which is standard as to how it happens, right?
Right.
But now the problem is this. There's, say for instance, Byron. He now wants to get into that docket. He's gone and leased or probably even bought the flatteners, the caterpillars, all of that. So for him, who's already set up an amount of money, probably has a loan he needs to service, what, he can't do that and get into that business because, you
Of
see.
Austin.
And here's the thing. You're
But
saying
he
that
can if he offers me 18%.
Exactly. but you see, but
A
now
little bit more.
But so now here's 15 from Andy, 15 from Ashley, Calvin 15, Austin 15, Byron 15,
18.
Venant like that. So you've gotten greedy
Who, as the PS?
as whatever you are.
Well, I wouldn't be a greasy PS. 15% is, I think, reasonable.
So essentially, like guys, I keep saying this, and I think people need to understand. When you look at all of these economic advisors to the president and how they tell it, bro, the country is broke.
Yeah.
Like, we are mad broke. Like, I listened to that PS for housing. Give us this whole mix up on how we're going to be paying between 1,000 bob to the highest person paying 2,000 bob, 2,500. And he said every year it's going to amount to, every month it's going to amount to 9B. In about 7 years, you will be able to buy a house and you will be paying rent from 5K to 30K and you'll only be permitted to buy one house, right? Like, I looked at all of that, I was like, this is 1 grand chama.
ready.
Yeah,
Ready.
like government's like, yo, fam, we ain't got no money. We need
Right.
money to do this and that and that. So if we get money from the bro, in short, what the private sector does at times gives money to government to invest into different things.
Yeah.
The government, which is run by us, our taxpayers, or out of our right hand pocket, they've said, cool, your taxes are pretty hefty, but now we need some more
On
to
your, from your left.
facilitate
Yeah.
from your
Right.
left.
Yeah.
Then we will be able to pay you back. No, think about how flawed
Yeah.
that is. So essentially, you're buying into a scheme. Bro, let me tell you, like, you what are those pyramid
Those
schemes
pyramid
called?
schemes.
Fam.
Right.
Like, I looked at it, I was less like, my God, in 5 years. Then, so here's the thing, in 7 years, you'll be able to buy a house. That's what they're saying. Then you need to pay for the mortgage for a maximum of like 30 years.
Right.
Where
It's
does
a
it
lot.
stop?
Where does it stop? You know where it stops? It stops with Mike Sonko. We need Mike Sonko back in our office somewhere, bro. Like, you know what I respect about Mike Sonko is that, bro, you know when that song by Morgan Heritage, look pon the gully side.
Yeah.
Do you see anything for smile? But Mike Sonko makes me smile. He's the only politician that makes me smile. You know, the other day there was a kid who had a sign up saying that he wants money for school fees.
Yeah.
You know, Sonko called the number.
Really?
Yeah.
But then you see, like, he's calling the number, but then you see on the list of calls it says website guy.
Oh man.
Yo,
He's a true
Mike
comedian.
Soko gives me jokes, man.
But Mike, man, bro, like, is there an opportunity for like a Martin Luther or a Bobby Wine kind of politician in Kenya?
We almost had a Bobby Wine
Who's
in
that?
activists.
With
A
Boniface.
couple. Yeah, Boniface.
Boniface got tired. He's like, fuck y'all.
Boniface was like, bro, let me fend for
Because he
my
saw how
kids.
it is. Yeah, he saw how it is.
Yeah.
'Cause
But-
that's
but
how
honestly,
Kina BCJ should have,
Honestly, like Ken Okoth,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he did a good job, right? But think about it. When you look at like politics in Kenya, 1992, before we got into multipartism, and the James Orengos, the Raila Odingas, the Wangari Maathai, Martha, all of these guys, the guys who used to go to Freedom Corner and everything, and
Yeah.
actually fight for
Yeah.
our rights and everything. Bro, do we have that generation of politicians?
I think it's different.
Like,
Cause-
think about it like this. Sorry, right?
No.
So this finance bill that's been passed, take it now, throw it back to 1992. Fam, the protest, the Saba, what. But we have a president who's sitting with like a whole bunch of journalists and he tells them, listen, I am president, this thing is passing.
Yeah.
Bro, to an already very oppressed country. You can imagine. So like I asked myself, so who are your fighters?
No, but here's the thing. That's an interesting point because guess what? It's like, I've seen in times when guys are like, Ryla should be fighting for us to do this. Ryla should be saying this. But like, it's a case of like, the whole country or whatever is saying, will never vote Ryla in as a president. But while he's in opposition, we want you to fight for this. Yeah, what would happen one day if Ryla was just like, deuces, like, me,
I'm
I'm
outta
out.
here.
I'm like, you know what? I'm tired, I'm out.
Someone else will
Who?
take, bro.
Babu?
We don't know, but someone else will always
Jalango?
step up. Someone else will always step up, bro. Every professional swimmer knows they're going to retire,
But
and someone is
here-
going to fill
you
that
see,
spot.
here's the
Pause.
thing that I'm saying, right? If you look at the 80s, the 70s, the
Yes.
the tomboys, the Pio Gama Pintos,
The way you
and
go
so
to-
on,
And
all
do you see
everybody.
what happened?
Yes, I've seen, right?
all
Yeah, I
died.
have. I mean,
Niggas love their bro. We
Yo,
don't
They
care.
love their lives.
We love our
JFKs
lives.
and
It's
all of
never
that, right?
serious.
But it's gotten to a point where,
But wait a minute, all these activists, they got
You-
killed.
Yeah.
Bro.
yeah,
There's
Pio
no
Gama,
winning in this
Tomboy,
game.
what?
I'd rather not be an activist and be in bar next door on Thursday.
Yeah.
So
But
you
you
won't
see,
care, you won't go protest.
So
Facts.
like we have a country that is so gear free, like you guys don't understand. Who's gonna fight for us?
No checks
Ourselves.
and balances. Fam, have you heard that what's his name? King Charles III.
It's coming,
It's coming to Kenya.
Yeah, sometime later this
Don't
year.
fucking want him here.
Why?
Don't want him here.
Damn.
What do you want? Like, what is he coming here to do?
Fam, because he's
Still
come to
more.
see where his mom became queen at.
Yeah, but we're a republic now. Let that nigga stay in England.
Bro.
No.
We
Let him
want,
come see what
we
they've
want
done
easier.
here.
We want
Let
easier.
him come see what
Listen,
they've done
we
here.
need easier visas to the UK.
English.
We need, if they're gonna be like, so imagine you're at the embassy. They're like, so wait, why are you going to the UK? I'm like, I'm going to see where the king is coming to, that kind of thing.
No, 'cause they colonized us.
Yeah, like we're at the embassy asking for a visa. What do you mean asking me where I'm going to?
But they
I
need
might
to drop
need a
that
visa,
visa
so let me
thing,
just-
No,
man.
we
You
don't.
colonize us and then
But
now
yo, bro,
you have to
listen.
question us
Exactly.
to get into
You
your...
colonized me.
If we're gonna, his first
Nigga.
step, I think maybe he just
Smack your
wants to.
face.
Maybe he just wants to see where his.
Nah, man. Like,
Yo,
think
I've
about
got a
the
theory.
traffic.
I've got a theory. I think he
And
just
he's
wants.
back.
That's
And
your
he's-
concern?
And he's bringing on the queen of side chicks. We'll never accept. We will never accept Camilla.
the queen
as
of
who?
side cheeks.
As we will
Nairobi's,
not.
Nairobi's a side chick capital. Maybe she's coming to speak at a conference.
No.
This is how to
I
Manu.
am not at all offended.
Yo, but think about it like this. Maybe he's coming to see where his grandson was actually, what do you call it? Thingy that.
What is thingy?
Consummated.
Wow.
George.
Consummated.
Who's George?
George, the young one who's always.
Conceived.
Conceived
genius.
Who? The little nephew?
Yeah.
Nigga.
He was conceived in Kenya?
Yeah, apparently.
Says who?
Nanyuki.
How can you tell?
Fam, I saw that shit. I was like, what? Niggas is know this shit? Yo, I saw that. I
Where
was
was
like,
it consummated?
Jeez. The Royal Highness fucked in Nanuki.
Yo, and the
Wow.
queen. It's Kenya's very special to them. Queen,
Your
she
mind
became
is
queen.
very
Yo, the
interesting,
queen,
bro.
the queen got a call like, "Hey, daddy's gone."
You're the
While
queen.
she was at the treetops.
I was street talk, but
Yeah.
that is gone.
Harry loves Kenya.
He
was
loves
at the
Kenya.
military base, right?
True. In Nyanyuki.
Boom. Yeah, maybe the king is coming to see where Harry fell in love with black chicks at.
Fact.
Wow.
I love the fact that you're so out of pocket. I'm here for it.
Oh man,
here for
I
it.
just
It was like,
Wow.
where's this gene coming
Nah,
from?
but-
No, they should look coming into Kenya now.
No, we don't want them.
Coming to Kenya.
Yeah, coming to Kenya.
like the queen. The queen is now like, I think you can finally take me on safari.
Let them stay in their country, Bana.
Also,
Yo.
speaking of, I'm thinking, has Jimani been living in Kenya longer than I have been living in Kenya?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, hell no.
Have you?
Have you?
No.
Why?
No.
Longer than you?
No.
No?
How many years have you
When
been
did
in
you come to Kenya?
What year did you come to
Your
Kenya?
math is so off.
But he's
Come
told
on.
stories when he
You're
was
not-
in the UK when I was born.
207.
See?
Oh.
Is this
We
the
were
other
grown
day?
ups.
Oh, by far. No, I was just checking. No, it just crossed my mind like, damn, wait a minute. Maybe
Yo,
this
you know-
guy's been
you
living
know-
in
that
Kenya.
picture with
Maybe-
James
maybe I
Orengo.
should be coming to G to talk to him about the country because
I
he's been here
swear.
longer than I, you know.
But if he, you know, like the other time when the Jamaican prime minister was here and you went for that thing, right? Are you gonna go for the king? You better.
No!
What do
Select
you mean
accent
no?
for the podcast, nigga. Come on.
No.
If you're invited, will you?
So if he tells you to interview him,
No!
please,
This
please.
nigga will
Jeez.
interview.
Please.
This
Take
is
off
all
your cap.
in. This is all in.
Take
you know?
off your cap.
Okay, fam, let me tell you.
Oh, now,
If
oh, now
I-
you get to say that.
Yo. Let's
Okay.
record this shit. Oh, it's
Okay.
on the
We are
mic.
recording.
We are recording.
We're doing a full podcast, bro.
Yo, King is like, Ati, cool. We need someone who understands like everything that's happened in the UK, Kenya. You're well seasoned, right? Everything that you've done with the BBC. They're like, cool. We need someone.
You know,
who
whatever,
understands.
he always references that.
BBC.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why they
bullshit.
tell you,
Here
calm.
comes the bullshit.
Calm. Are you really gonna
Hey.
say no to King?
Hey,
Come.
I'm not
Hey.
doing it.
No.
hey, hey, yo.
I'm not doing it.
For tech.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like,
Actually,
listen.
one day you need to move from
I
that place,
know.
bro.
I'm gonna be like, I know you're king and all that, and you're cool, but I can never forgive you for what you and your peeps did for to Diana. You lot murdered her. Like, why go on for that?
So now he asks you,
You
now
know,
what do you want?
Was
What will
Diana
you
your
tell him?
biggest
Here's the
crush?
thing.
What will you
Was she
tell him
like,
now?
Here's the thing. Guys
Everyone
have
loved
moved
Diana.
on, unfortunately.
Huh?
Guys have moved on.
Bro,
No,
if,
nobody moved on
even
from
the
Diana.
queen. Oh, okay, but anyway, the queen
Nobody
was kind
moved on
of.
from
She was in the
Diana.
Queen
mix.
moved on, she
we've
died.
never, the whole world has never, bro.
Nobody
We don't
moved
need
on.
them
You
here.
know, it's
And
funny.
then it didn't make it any better because they released the Royals on Netflix, which kind of like broke down
The whole thing.
the whole
them
shebang.
niggas is
the-
racist.
Racist as fuck. See
Guys.
what they've done to our good
know-
girl
you know-
from Suits. What's her name?
Megan.
Meghan Markle.
But
See
you know
what
what's,
they're doing
what's
to our
interesting?
girl.
Like, I was watching.
They ruined Suits for me, man.
I know. Every time I see
blame
her,
Meghan for that.
every time I
'Cause
see her,
now
I'm
who's
just
Ross
like,
with? I can't picture her without Ross, bro.
Oh yeah. That's a great point, right? Shout going out to Venant. The link. So since we're talking about the Queen,
English,
and everything, Uganda scored higher in terms of spoken English than Kenya.
And legalizing
Who are these
weed
people
before
who
us.
do this?
Yo, I saw
They
the
onto
weed. I saw
something,
the
bro.
weed thing. We'll come back to the weed thing. Yo, so they're saying that Ugandans speak better English than Kenyans.
Yep.
I agree.
How?
Y'all don't speak
Well,
English.
you so
What do you
left
mean?
today.
Kenyan.
Oh.
Y'all speak my nigga. Y'all speak
We speak
Kenyan.
Kenyan. Yeah.
Boss.
We have an accent.
How now?
First of all, me I.
Yeah.
that is
You know,
English, okay?
Kwani.
That is English.
Listen. It's
You guys don't speak English or Swahili.
you know,
Oh,
it's
I
a
love
way.
Swahili, bro. Like, there's some things you can't just say without spicing it up to actually give the impression of exactly what you're trying
Yeah.
to say. For example, when I say, Yani, you want to tell me, that Yani, it places
That
the importance
Yani, yeah.
as opposed
See,
to, you
see,
want
I
to
told
tell
you.
me, hey, I like see.
Yeah,
See, I told you.
You
Yeah,
know,
see?
even the president says, "See, I told you,
It's
but now
Spanish.
what?
Me
It's
no hablo
the
español.
flavor. Like the English language is.
Apparently, like
it's like sugarless tea.
Some people feel like, you know, when,
What
fam,
is like sugarless tea?
let me
The
tell you.
English,
English without
language.
Swahili.
Think about
Yeah,
how many
blood.
times have you answered your phone? Summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
down.
imagine saying
That's Kenyanese.
Imagine saying
Kenyanese.
hello, pulling it.
No, but
Adele.
what does summer mean in Swahili?
Summer means say.
What's up?
say
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How
say.
rude is that? Speak.
Yeah, speak.
No. Listen, what are you talking about? Every medieval movie that I've watched, when you had a time with the king, and you're like a peasant or something, and the king was there, and
Raises the scepter.
he's
Yeah.
like, speak,
Speak, peasant.
speak. Yeah.
But
we were colonized to do that.
Fam, listen, think about a Kenyan wedding.
You just said
Think about
listen.
a speech.
Listen is rude. You're
Listen.
supposed to say please listen.
All right.
In Swahili, it's like skiza.
Skiza
You
bana.
get?
No, but have you ever gone to a Kenyan function?
Yeah.
And someone gets up and the first thing they say is, "Mine is just to say,
A few
oh,
words.
I have a few words,"
Yangu ni machache.
and then speak for the next half an hour.
Oh yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
a black thing though.
But
Yeah.
legalizing weed in
Yeah.
Uganda,
They
give
beat
them a
us
round
to
of
it.
applause.
Yeah.
Uganda.
But it's
Uganda's like
Yeah, because they
Black
also
Mirror or
have the
some
other
shit.
law on homosexuality.
yeah,
so it's like
bro. Like
Which
what
doesn't,
going-
yeah, like
What's
one
going
over
on?
the other.
you know,
You
it's,
get what I
I
mean?
don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they need to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
No, I think
But
no,
it's a good sign
with
that they
weed, I think,
legalized
bro.
weed.
I think Kenya needs to legalize weed with a quickness.
Oh yeah, we do.
Even if you don't legalize it in terms of of smoking it and stuff, commercially farming and selling that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
but even
we
the
need to
other
do
one.
that. I don't know about the other one. I don't think that will happen because we're a Christian.
Don't put that energy out. Take it back, bro.
Bro, I can imagine like
Benson has done a whole album on this thing, man, and you are trying to ruin it, bro. Come on.
like being you know, getting into like the big pharma weed business. You're at Capital Club, you know, all CEOs have been called for like a mixer. They're asking you, okay, cool. So what do you do, man? So yo, I'm out here just rolling joints.
No, I'm out here.
Zimani is going to have a dispensary at some corner in
Listen,
Kilimani or
let me
somewhere.
tell you.
I have
You've
put that
seen
out
it.
there. I have
Thank you
seen
to
it.
universe.
Amen.
I have seen it.
I really think we need to legalize weed. And the thing about it is there are too many. Fam, if these niggas are willing to sell contaminated sugar, what the fuck are you telling me about weed?
True.
You don't care
You're
about me.
poisoning us and you're taking something that
Do you
will
know,
help
for me,
us.
like, the thing about it is, it's like, all right, look at weed, like, you know, all right, because have you seen in the parliament or wherever it was, this lady was on the news this morning talking about how we're going to tax vapes.
Yeah.
They're going for everything.
Everything.
Vapes. Now, I don't smoke, and I don't smoke vapes, but I'm saying, is there one, like, if there's one source, can you have one source of pleasure?
No.
You can't have sugar no more.
Bro, they'll tax sex. I'm sure
You
they'll
can't have
tax
sugar,
sex, bro.
If you
You have to log it in.
Manze, if you bust a nut, nigga.
But I think
Mwongea serikali
Plug it in.
I think the next best thing,
Wait,
if they're gonna try and come for like, if they're
Come
gonna
for
try,
come?
if they're gonna come for,
That's the name of the podcast.
ukimwaga 3 kg hapo ndio kuna 0.5 kg ya serikali.
If they're
hapo.
coming
That's the name
for
of the
cum.
podcast.
but how
Pay
fucked up would it be?
Pay
if they-
taxes to bust your nut.
Bro, it's coming. Oh, pause.
Yo, if they legalize prostitution,
Pay taxes to bust your
But
nut.
there's literally no pleasure.
if they legalize prostitution, though. Yo, it's
They-
like,
they
it's
will
like,
want
to
it's
tax
like,
it.
it's like the other day. Who was I talking to? I think some pilot or something, and they were telling me, is it somewhere in the Middle East or Ethiopia or somewhere where it must have been Ethiopia, where, and I stand corrected because I'm trying to remember, and they were like, yo, there's a big rubber business, right? Yeah,
Condoms. Okay.
yeah, and P2s, yeah, because they're not sold. Yeah, so if you're like
Even
an
in,
airline thingy,
even
you're just
in-
going with a box of P2. You're like, bro, P2, how much you want?
Even in
$1,000
Rwanda, apparently in Rwanda, for a woman to get contraception or to get the morning after P2 or monthly contraception, your husband has to sign for you, or your brother or your father.
That's so draconian, bro.
That's
I know.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
wild, isn't it?
Eish.
African countries have very weird quirks, though.
Yeah.
That's wild.
One
So that
thing
means
is
like
legal over here. On the other side, you'll be locked up for life.
go out there,
You'll
you
be
have a night
Like you know,
Man.
And then you have to tell your brother or your
you
father.
know, I mean, in the 20th century, bro,
How
like,
is my neighbor growing weed and
you know,
I'll be arrested for sniffing?
like family planning is just one of those things where,
you know,
know.
Like think of the
It sounds
people
like
at the
you're talking
border.
about weed.
Wale wako pale border, manze. Just think about them. Like Uganda, my neighbor literally just across the border. Shamba imejaa. I see you know, how you see guys from Meru in their pro boxes. Nya, 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 nya. You know, Uganda is...
them Meru niggas is nuts. Let me see, what else had I sent you
Now,
guys?
do you know what? But while you think about that, can I just say I feel that last weekend Afrobeats was robbed
Oh
in
my
Nairobi.
God.
Let
There
me
we go.
tell you.
There was an event. The event that we did, Afrobeats was robbed. I think, and I'm putting it out there. Heno and Robo Ranked. Where's the cameras? Heno and Robo Ranked. You guys are criminals. You guys you guys tag teamed when it was supposed to be individual sets. You're cheats. However, it's okay. Dancehall people have always been cheats. You want a proper fix? Call me.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
It wasn't me.
Wait, were there rules beforehand?
Okay, Shaggy.
No, so now no. Okay,
You're making rules as you go.
okay. So I knew you was there.
Oh yeah, I was there, bro. I was there.
Who won?
Okay,
That's
this is. Let me put it this way, right? So we experienced a bit of both. Like we came in, pause when you were doing your set. Mashed, bro. Like we were
It was
hearing you
good.
from all the way outside.
From outside.
Listen, mashing it up.
Yeah.
And then the other DJs, Grouchy came, did his thing, and this is what I was telling you even on Monday. The difference came in when we are out here and you play us something that we listen to on a regular night out, our reaction is gonna be the same.
Yeah.
You know, so you do your little dance, you shuffle your feet. But bro, when you're not used to listening to dancehall at a certain time when Amapiano is usually playing right now, this Ashley was right. I told you this. People have been deprived of dancehall at the club. Utacheza like 5 minutes when it's Afrobeats, manze. Play me Amapiano. So when we were at the party, us guys as a crew, Kina Neville, Nimrat, Kelly, shout out to them, we decided when Grouchy is done with his set, we bounce. Cool. Aya, consensus. Grouchy did his set, finished. I'm collecting my people because I know my people very well. Ashley will take forever to say goodbye to the whole club. Kelly will be there grinding or twerking or I don't know what. So as I'm collecting people, Heno steps up. And he drops the first, bro. We looked at each other and we were like, are we really leaving
Andy
now?
came to me and I told him, give us 5 more minutes. And this was literally his reaction.
Yeah, because I know those 5 minutes turn into 2 hours.
Let the songs drop.
Oh, man.
He didn't even care about going home anymore. I went to him and I was just like, what were you saying? I'm
First
sorry.
of all, we lost
What?
Neville somewhere in
Nev
the crowd.
went into
You
the
could
crowd
only
with
see a
his
lighter
lighter.
up there. We lost Kelly.
Yo.
I lost myself and I was like, yo, I don't think we're going anywhere.
When Heno came up and he was literally closing.
But Heno and Robo combined.
But he didn't
But
combine
why didn't
the
you guys
sets.
do that then?
Heno was literally, Robo was MCing.
And Robo also killed his set.
He
Don't
killed
forget
his
that.
set.
Robo also killed his set.
He killed his set. So listen, it's on you guys that you didn't decide to MC for each other.
But let me ask you.
Let's also consider Grouchy had full-blown dancers on the stage.
Oh,
Now that was rigging.
That is rigging.
Now that was a whole performance dancers.
So
where
like,
are your dancers?
But
dancers.
let me ask you, like before a boxing match, who trash talked the most? It's these guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, even Robo trash talked.
Robo, I saw Robo trash talking, right?
No, what I'm saying is, camera again. You people
G is always wrong.
allowed
Talia was there.
Talia. They brought out Talia.
He was there.
How did you guys expect? You guys should have brought.
Z was
You guys should have brought out like boot. Oh my God, Nikki
Yeah.
Talia.
Oh, gee, you need
They had
a secret
imports.
weapon next time, man.
Yo, they had bare imports. You
Burna
guys
Boy.
were local.
Burna Boy is
We
the
were
only-
local.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Bring
Like-
out Burna
like-
Boy. That is the only thing
I
that
don't
will
even
save
know why
you.
these guys.
Just bring
I
out
think
Burna
they
Boy
had,
or
they had
Wizkid.
Talia, Nikki
Nikki
Z,
Z,
Robo,
Robo,
Heno,
Cheeky,
and
like-
you and Cheeky, and you
Yeah,
guys,
Grouchy.
and it was
Zimani
just you,
came with his
Grouchy, and the
laptop and
dancers.
vibes.
And the dancers.
Ah, come on, even that
And
one.
listen.
That reminds
you
me.
listen.
That reminds me of the elections.
Oh, man.
You guys
Here we are again,
and you
G.
guys owned the venue,
You're the
right?
Let me
reloading
tell
of this
you.
podcast.
You guys had more
Heno-
meetings at the venue.
Let me tell you,
Listen.
Heno was literally at the decks. 2 seconds, he changes the song, he moves to the front, he talks us through the music. Like, it was a full-blown performance.
Let me say to the camera, this is how colonization started.
Wow.
Yeah.
You people allowed a foreign music to come in on Saturday night and
Yes.
allegedly win.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Afrobeats versus
We
dancehall.
caught wines.
And
While we were at it.
court wines. Let me tell you,
That's how they got us into
I
the
am
ship.
now on a mission. I'm now on a mission to kill the Richie Spice show this weekend. Got dancehall and everything. Fam, I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh.
And look, I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? There's a time when Heno dropped no. Bro, I came upstairs. It was a moment.
It was
I
madness.
was like, Spiritual.
Yeah,
Everybody was catching that one.
Oh my goodness.
Choir,
Man,
bro.
by the time I'm trying to make it to the gig, right? It's like 2 a.m. I'm calling this one. She's like, "Oh yeah, you can come. We're at the table." She's
This
like,
guy missed
"Yo,
the
I'm
whole
at
thing, right?
I'm at Cavalli."
Yeah.
Bro, I was just like,
You missed out on our show, man.
I laughed
Yo.
immediately, like Hanu
like I was trying to be there by 10 o'clock, 11, but the fundis were taking so damn long. Yeah, so it's just like,
Listen, you weren't there. That's all that matters.
man, like it felt, the FOMO in the morning was just like, man.
Oh, yeah, you
Then I
missed
started
it,
seeing
man.
all of the riots about who lost. Yeah.
Girls.
And yo, okay, maybe you can't enjoy some things, but hey, tulikula na macho, man. The NSK.
Women, bad girls,
Oopsie.
Bro.
Like I saw the whole front row. Like,
Literally a gal farm.
We didn't even see you guys though.
And
That's
you know what?
the thing.
But you know what somebody said as well?
in front
Somebody
of you.
said, someone said that women felt safe in that
Oh
environment.
yeah, no, for
Like,
sure, for sure.
yeah.
I think that like really because like the girls came.
Oh.
Listen, I was in the tiniest little things that Saturday, but that was good. Like I was just
That was
walking
fine.
around
Well done,
very
well done.
openly. You know, nobody's trying to touch me. Nobody's trying to grope me.
Well, I'm telling you, the rematch is the 19th of August. Tickets are going on sale midnight, the 1st of June. And I am not tolerating 2 defeats in a row.
You're not trying to lose
I
like
feel
that.
like you should
No.
change sides then.
What do you mean 2 defeats in a row?
See, people are saying that the Afrobeats
Arsenal
lost.
lost. Sorry.
Funny.
Oh wow.
That's not losing if you're Manchester United. As who?
Like,
As who?
fam, let me
From
say-
where?
Yeah, and also, let's be very honest, man. Who's going to beat Man City for the next 2 years?
Wow, you
Now,
really have
G.
said that.
G manzi umeharibu.
I'm a bad.
We are doing
Yo, I saw him comment on Saka bin getting the renewal.
Sign the
And then
thing.
you,
That's our boy,
same
Starboy.
day after, you're like, who's going to beat? Like, you're being real.
No, all right, let me be honest, right? Honest, like, I know Arsenal, like, people don't understand. Like, I don't want to talk about football, but let me break it down. Last season, we choked into top 4, and we didn't make it. This week, we choked, and we didn't win the Premier League. Within that space of a year, there's been so much progress in terms of games won, the way we style. The lads can only get better. You know what I'm trying
For
to
sure,
say?
yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay.
Also praying for a healthy squad, bro.
Yeah, man. And an expanded squad. as well.
What
Yeah.
episode is this? We didn't even say at the beginning.
It's episode 208.
208. Let's
Wait.
revisit in December.
When what?
When you guys are, when you're now
When you
allowed
guys
again.
when you guys start saying, "Oh, wait till the World Cup. Oh, wait till they get injury.
But you
oh,
know,
wait till this. Wait
now,
till
now,
that."
now that we're talking about sports, guys, we got to talk about rugby. I'm very I feel
Oh yeah,
very bad.
wow, we're
Yo,
relegated.
like I remember reading the paper on Monday, and it said, so what we're going to qualify. So rugby essentially, we haven't. It's been like what 20 years or something.
That we've been in the core groups.
We've been in the core. I think we got into the core in 2004 and all of that. So now we have to go back to the African to qualify for a cup that's like below the actual
Yeah.
whatever. But that means there's not going to be no top flight rugby for all of the players that
Yeah,
are coming
man.
up and
Yeah.
everything. And also in terms of like funding,
yeah.
bro, it's
So many,
sad.
like it's sad and it's affecting so many people.
yeah.
It's sad, and I think that like lack of investment, lack of like you have to invest in your leaders, bro. Like in terms of your coaches, in terms of your facilities,
Sure.
and we've let the guys down, man.
We really have. Like, just seeing all of the comments by guys were like, yo, push, let's win this weekend, at least to avoid
we
that
started
relegation.
very strong.
But remember, I think we said it over here on the pod when we were talking about like relegation is coming for Kenya team, right? But it's going to be just so tough to see how we come out of this. Like I remember when I remember when Raila Odinga would give speeches when he'd go for like Safari Sevens back in the day, and he'd say, you know, rugby is a gentleman game, football is a game for hooligans and all of that. And we actually saw football go to this, you know, when you know all of the heads and all of that, FIFA banning us, man, it's tragic.
Sad times, man. Sad times, man.
We'll pull through though.
We'll pull through, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, yo, this has been the Mics Are Open. My name's G Bunny.
And the young.
Ashley.
Big C.
Adios,
Peace.
muchachos.